YouTubers, Mike Martin's here. Mike Martin's channel. Here to give you guys a in-depth look at what's happening in New Zealand. Don't turn it off. Stay tuned. This is a really good one. If you're watching, the housing crisis in New Zealand is also out of control. I've had people message me or report and tell me that there are a lot of people living in garages, living in cars, living in... So the New Zealand proper is having a really tough time making ends meet. It's a big free market there, so people are, a lot of foreign investors have gone there and pretty much bought up anything they get their hands on. And I know for a fact that they have the auctions. They're auctioning out homes there, condos, one-room apartments, and they're just going for ridiculous mental prices. So let's do this. This is a really good article. It's on fire. I want you guys to get it out there. Put it on your social media. Let's create this awareness. Very important, especially you guys down in New Zealand. A lot of you guys comment on my videos. I need your support. Go to your Facebook. Go to your Twitter. Go whatever you do for social media. Get this link. Copy it. Paste it. Let's get some people to weigh in on these with their comments. This page is built off strong comments, and that's very important. Government tried to keep critical housing report secret. A report the government tried to keep secret says its approach to social affordable housing is fragmented and lacks a robust plan. Let me zoom in here for you guys so I can read it better. The External Review of Social Housing Reform Program noted that, in Auckland, 3 ministers and 4 government agencies lacked the overall plan to boost housing supply. I found that the government needed to increase overall supply of housing, particularly in Auckland. The 135-page review done for Treasury was finished in December 2015. Last September, then Minister of Social Housing Paula Bennett refused to release the report to the RNZ. She said to do so would prejudice the quality of information received. Okay? And the wider public interest of effective government would not be served. Okay. I speak English, but I don't understand English. Could someone comment below what that means? Are they just using big words to throw people off? Someone comment below. I got a lot of smart people on this page. I'll leave a link below to the article, okay? RNZ obtained the report only after the appeal to the abdumption under the Official Information Act. Wow, so they had to fight to get this out. Thanks for doing that, guys. I appreciate that. Everyone appreciates that. In the review, consulates Leon Freeman and Michael Miles looked at the government's aim to provide social housing largely by paying providers. They found that the target of providing 65,000 income-related rent subsidy places by mid-next year lacked a robust plan. They noted the problems with monitoring progress. The report expressed concern about progress in clarifying Housing New Zealand's role in new community housing market. Decisions are not yet to be taken on the Boston Consultant Group. It's Boston Consultant Group. Review of the HNZC''S ongoing role to structure these decisions are critical. The review recommended a social housing program office, which would answer the key ministers and establish a single agency to manage property sales and redevelop of Crown land. Withholding the report for 6 months allowed it to be released with a letter from the Minister of Social Development's Deputy Chief Executive for Social Housing, Scott Glancher, which outlined subsequent progress. It said, the minister took up recommendation to become a more, in quotations, intelligent social housing purchaser by buying support services as well as bricks and mortar. MSD issued the latest purchasing strategy, which includes its plan to purchase over 6,400 additional social housing places by June 2020, Mr. Gallagher's letter said. The Community Housing Association said that they had been progress in social housing, although a longer-term plan was needed. We all need to get the production machine going so we can deliver at least 1,000 new social and affordable housing places every year, Association Director Scott Figstrom said. Now, let's pause here for a second. Why do they have to do so much affordable housing? What's the deal? Are people just being underpaid? Is the entire working class or the working poor just severely underpaid? Is pretty much the entire country bought out of the market? I'm talking about New Zealand proper. I'm not talking about outsiders, investors, people with lots of money to throw around. Is the New Zealand proper pretty much bought out of their own country that they have to make this many affordable housing units that people can't afford to basically pay their own rent? Could someone weigh in and comment below, please? Mr. Frigshaw said there have been little progress in boosting the supply for affordable housing and creating new schemes to help people secure their own homes. The report found in order to successfully deliver social housing, the government needed to, in quotations, increase the overall supply of housing, particularly in Auckland, by facilitating the development and redevelopment of surplus, Crown and underutilized housing in New Zealand land. It's called for a 10-year plan for new homes on Crown and HNZ land, including specified split between social, affordable, and mixed tenure developments. We can't do this, but only taking a fraction of the recommendations in a report like this doesn't do it, Mr. Fingshow said. Just picking up a small set of recommendations from just one of the planks is not enough, he said. So, New Zealand is in a lot of trouble, people. New Zealand is in a lot of trouble. They were hoping to put, it says here in the article, let's go back here, 65,000 income-related rent subsidy places. Multiply that by 3 or 4, family of 4. How is, and I have a feeling that this is all the people that are suffering the most, the working poor, is New Zealand proper. Like new 5-6 generation New Zealanders that are under this massive pressure. I want you guys to comment below on how many jobs you work, because when I was in Vancouver, I was actually told by quite a few people, lots of people, that they work 2 or 3 jobs. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, but what do you do? It's like, oh, I sleep, and then I got my weekend job Saturday and Sunday, and then I have my part-time Monday to Friday, and then I do cleaning at night. I clean houses at night, Monday to Friday. What kind of education do you have? Oh, I have a degree in social engineering, and then I did something thesis. I don't know what they call it, for another 2 years for my doctorate and this and that. And then I'm like, did you graduate? Did you have your... Yeah, I just can't find a job. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what the government's basically, if someone could translate this into an English we could understand. I get where it's going here. It's just going in circles, and no one's got the right answer. And no one basically could put 2 and 2 together to equal 4. They're trying to rob Peter to pay Paul. It's just not going anywhere. So if anyone from New Zealand is watching this, which I already know there are, can you please weigh in on this? Because this is somewhat of a disturbing article if you actually pick it apart and read it. It's actually pretty disturbing if you look at it, if you look at these numbers. And New Zealand, like they said, like a lot of people comment on my page, they say, New Zealand's a small country, Mike. It's small. You know, there's 3 or 4 major cities and a couple of suburbs, and, you know, it's not an enormous country, but it's there, you know. Comment below, guys. I need you guys to weigh in on this one. Get this out on social media. Let's get some comments going here. Let's answer each other's comments. And let's see what you guys think of this. Hiding things from people. I mean, thank God the media is there. Thank God the media is there. Media is supposed to be the watchdog. And I really hope the media comes out and puts more pressure on the politicians to find out what's going on with this and following it and really reporting on it and really doing their investigative research to really get to the nitty-gritty, you know. Anyways, this is by Todd Niall, Niall, Auckland correspondent. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.